Hey everybody, it's Tony Schiavone of All Elite Wrestling, and this is True Hill Heat, and I said it right, you motherfuckers.
All right, ready when you are.
Hey guys, I may have go away heat, but these guys have true heel heat. So you better listen to the podcast or else I'm gonna kick you in your fucking cock and balls.
I'll get it.
This is Heavyweight Hustle, Calvin Tankman. Tune in to True Hill Heat Podcast. You won't be disappointed.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3, and we are live on the True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel, and of course the True Hill Heat Facebook as well, to discuss Power Book 4 Force Season 3, Episode 8, Build Back Better review. And once again, we have to say something that we've said, I think, at least 2 other times before today. We're going to review the best episode of the season so far. They just keep getting better.
No.
It just keeps getting better. But yes, of course, to do that, I am joined by my esteemed colleague, my co-host on the True Hill Heat Flagship podcast, and my co-host in power, the one and only princess of all the True Hills, Miss Krssi Love. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Yes, best episode of the season. Yes, we've said it maybe like 3 times, but no, for real. Like, number 8 was like number, and I kept seeing your messages on like what you were sending in our chat, and I was like, let me just watch it, because he was like, oh, she's like the best. She's really a ride or die. She really loves him. I'm like, oh my god, like what's happened? I'm not up there yet. Oh, what an episode, man. Like, what an episode. Like, we got to just start like right away. Like, we can't even like talk about no BS, no nothing. You have to just go in.
Yeah, y'all know the deal. Y'all know already. Drop the thumbs up on the video. That helps us out so much. You can also share this video with all of your Power Universe family, friends, and fans on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. You can also sound off in the comment section if you're watching us on demand. If you are with us live, sound off in the live chat. We love to interact with all of you guys. Hear your thoughts on Power Book 4 Force Season 3, Episode 8, Build Back Better. And of course, we're going to discuss it with you right now. We already got in the chat with us today our main man, Power Driver Finisher, who says the ending for this episode is trauma. Yes, it is. That is the best way to say it. It's a lot of trauma that the Power Universe has been giving us throughout season 3 of Force. But yes, man, this episode here, this was a jaw-dropping ending to this episode, and we're gonna discuss it, break it all down. I'm gonna try something a little bit different, but how we do with our pay-per-view reviews. Give me your one word, one phrase to describe your overall thoughts on this episode.
One word. Wow. Outstanding.
I'm just gonna say drama. This had
Drama. I was
drama
gonna say
written
dramatic.
all over.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
dramatic, but I was like,
yeah. Drama,
outstanding.
dramatic, whatever you want to say. Like, yeah, this was it. This was it. So, Power Book 44, Season 3, Episode 7, Build Back Better. And we start off right from the ending of the last episode, Episode 7, how Tommy killing Stacy Marks. We see the crime scene where Tommy shot Stacy Marks, and we see Bobby DeFranco, of course, Stacy's husband or ex-husband, would have been ex-husband.
What are they?
He
Yeah,
comes,
okay, so they're not divorced. Okay, because she kept
no, they
saying,
were in the process of getting divorced, so they're still technically married. So
okay.
he sees the body, and of course he's emotional, he's shocked, and he initially knows, of course, that it's Tommy. And then he sees the fact that they left a phone behind, that Stacy left her burner phone that Tommy gave her. And the only number in the phone is Pageant Inc., which we all know is Tommy Egan. My one nitpick of this one episode is this CSI person who was supposed to be taking care of the crime scene did an awful job if he didn't see that big ass phone
In the corner over by the car. But shame on Tommy for not getting the phone.
Well, I mean, I don't think
Right.
Tommy was even thinking about that. Tommy was still trying to heal from getting his ass whooped by Diamond. Like he wasn't focused on any of that.
True. Okay. Yes. True.
But the CSI person should have seen that phone. I'm just saying, like that's your job. That's what you should have done. So
That's your job, and he clearly seen it over there, and he just like, oh, what's that? And he walked over there, and then he takes it. Okay.
So we see him. He checks the phone, and he sees the messages that they were going to meet up, and he sees that it's just Pageant Inc., which we know is Tommy Egan. Then we move over to Tommy, who is at his apartment, and he's talking to Mireya, talking about the whole situation with Stacy that he had to take care of. And then Mireya realizes that he has a whole bunch of bruises and marks on his neck. And she was like, was that from the thing you had to take care of? And he was like, no, I had to fight Diamond's bitch ass. He's trying to take me out of the coalition. I will burn that coalition to the ground. So Mireya, being the good ride or die that she is, she's like, Tommy, don't burn it down. She's like, take it back. So he's looking at her like, I'm about to put another baby in you.
Like, I love you. Like, you smart. Like, the stuff was already spinning in her mind already. Like, oh, I'm about to put this whole thing together. Like, she's gonna be like the outside person. She's gonna be like Monet, but like not like seen like Monet, if that makes sense.
This is Mireya really turning into Tasha to me. That's a better one. Two people she loves, she put together in this episode here. So we get Tommy. That's a better one. Not Monet.
Tasha's a better one. Yes.
So we get Tommy. He's in the crib with her, and then the phone rings. So he tells her, "Be quiet," and he answers the phone, and it's Bobby DeFranco, who basically tells him that he's coming after him. He knows that it was him. So basically, Tommy is a little bit taken aback by all of this, but he doesn't say anything. So he can't know that it's actually him on the other side of the phone. But Tommy already knows that it's him. So after hearing about the whole Diamond fallout, Mireya suggests Miguel, that maybe he should team up with Miguel. This is the first time. She's going to do it multiple times throughout this episode here. Then we see the aftermath of CBI and how they're responding. We see Diamond and Jenard, they're in the basement at the barbershop, and basically they had to move the drugs around. So Tommy couldn't get to it. And now Diamond wants Jenard to go with Shanti to meet up with the coalition and make sure that everybody is sticking with them instead of going with Tommy. So he basically tells him that, like, you and Shanti are the motherfucking dream team, and that having her by his side will basically make sure everything's good. But I also think that it's Diamond realizing that Junkie Jenard is an issue. But unfortunately, he doesn't realize that he's also an issue because he's drunk Diamond. It's Double D and Double J running CBI.
Again, a recipe for disaster. We called this last week. Like, it was like between you being a junkie and the other one being a drunk is like y'all you're gonna burn it down your damn selves, like not thinking straight. So
The brothers of self-destruction is what they've been
brothers of
calling them on
self-destruction.
social media. We got our main man DeMarcus in the chat. Good to see you. Happy New Year's to everyone. Happy New Year's to you, DeMarcus. He says JP stand for just punished or junkie punched Jenard. That's actually good. He says it's ironic that Force aired on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now New Year's. First time ever in Power history. Absolutely. Usually we get the week off when it runs by a holiday, but I really am disappointed though that last week that this episode we didn't get a Tommy saying canceling Christmas. How Power air on Christmas and we don't get Tommy to say he's canceling somebody's Christmas?
They didn't even have any type of anything of Christmas mentioned in any of the like the holiday. Like I know it's cold out, so I was like, well, it's not that cold there, so maybe it's not Christmas time. But you could have still said something about Christmas or like referenced it. Like I'm gonna be ruining y'all holidays or whatever, something like that.
Well, and this timeline is not as in the current timeline, so I can understand that. But yeah, I just wanted Tommy to say he's canceled somebody's Christmas. That would have been appropriate. But yeah, so he's basically Diamond sends Jenard to go meet up with Shanti, and he ain't getting no Shanti back, but we'll see about that. Now we get Tommy, and he has a meeting with El Che to basically get some drugs. So he goes to him, and basically El Che puts the guns up to him, saying that he's like, how dare you call me to set up this meeting? He's like, you basically have been kicked out the coalition. He knows everything already, so everything is already not going as planned. He's like
Junkie Jenard and his drunk brother already went over there and snitched just said, oh yeah, we knocked that guy, that white boy out.
No, I don't think it was them. I think it's the streets. The streets talking. The supplier always knows. Remember from the very first episode of Power. Remember when Tommy and Ghost were getting hit by pink sneakers, and then they meet with Lobos, and Tommy wants to lie about it and say that they weren't hit, but Ghost is like, no, we need to be straight up with him. We just started working him, and he probably already knows. And Tommy was about to be like, oh no, everything's fine, and Ghost was the one who tells Lobos. He's like no, we have someone hitting our crews and stuff. And Lobos was like, oh good, I already knew that. So the supplier always knows, so Tommy should have been aware that Che was going to know this.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. A kingpin should always know what's happening in the streets, especially with his people that are selling for him. So it's only fair.
Yeah. So, hello. It's fireworks out? Oh, for the holiday. They say hi to Krssi.
Krssi, it's the fireworks.
Oh my God, I wish I could see them. And now she leaves. Krssi, the fireworks. You gotta love Harlem.
She gotta let everybody know. But yeah, we go. Basically, LJ tells him, he was like, he doesn't like any issues, and it was different when Tommy has this whole coalition because he deals with Amazon money. He don't deal with bodega money. So you're back to tell everybody about the fireworks. She's just climbing to go see the window.
I wish you could move your camera so we could see it, but we can't.
You could see it in the other room too.
Maybe that was a better view for her.
You can tell everybody about the fireworks.
I don't know what she said.
Say, look at the pretty fireworks. But yeah, so he basically tells him that, and Tommy's like, he only deals in Amazon money despite him missing a bodega. So basically, LJ he has all the money for Elche, and he gives him that, and then Elche gives him the drugs, but he tells him that he only has 24 hours to move the same amount of product that he's been getting as of late. And y'all know Tommy, he's been getting a lot more product than normal. He's been getting 3 times as much. So this will be a test for him. And now Tommy is not able to move the same amount. Basically, Che tells him, if you're not able to move the same amount, not only am I going to kill you, I'm going to kill your entire family.
Don't be making threats about my family now, see? But
we got a little one on the way and stuff. Like, you can't be doing all that, man. Like, that's wild out here in these streets.
And not everyone knows about him and Mireya, you know, being, what's the name, Miguel's sister. It's just like too many connecting the dots, man.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that they are just connecting throughout this season. We got DeMarcus says that Vic making Tommy do the same old 2-step dance on Christmas Day was hilarious. We're gonna get to that. So definitely Tommy has to be on his stuff in this episode to move all that weight. And then he hears from the Assyrians that they're going to stick with the coalition and not go with Tommy. So then we go over to Miguel, and he's with Mireya, and Mireya seeing how all the insane princess soldiers are getting ready for war. So he explains to her that he's going to war with the Marquez cartel, and she asks, like, why is that? And he admits that he made a deal with the Marquez cartel to basically kill Tommy. So,
oh god, this was so funny.
So basically, Mireya just basically, yeah, Mireya's like stupid though. She's like, if anything happens to Tommy, we are done. And she's just like, no. He was like, I called it off, so that's why they're trying to kill me now. So Mireya once again is trying to put Tommy and Miguel together, and she's like, why don't you work with Tommy? He got kicked out from his coalition, and Miguel says that Tommy is just one person, and Mireya tells him that it's not about the size of the dog, it's about the size of the fight in the dog. And Tommy is the type of person that he should be teaming up with because they have a common enemy. We know Miguel ended up telling Mireya about all these issues, and then he tells her that he only told her that because he loves her. So he said he will think about it because of that love that he has for his sister, but we'll see if it works out. We'll see if it works out for everybody. I still think that Miguel is probably up out of here by the end of the season.
You think he's next too? Oh Lord, damn.
I think he's next.
Because like everybody
gonna lose a brother.
Oh no. You called it. Every episode someone has died, and you know the person that died in this episode, you know, we'll talk about. But yeah, it's been a person, it's been bodies all episode.
It is true. It's very true. I think you have the static thing again. I don't know if you have to disconnect your headphones and then put them back again. But we go next. Eventually we're going to see these two, Miguel and Tommy, working with each other at the end of this episode. But for now, it's just a thought in Miguel's mind. Then we go to the next scene, which is Jenard. He's meeting up with Shanti, and he basically is trying to put their relationship back together. But Shanti's not trying to hear any of that. So Jenard tells her, he's like, can you at least be professional and we continue our business? And she's like, I'm not working with you. She's like, no, I'm doing my own thing now. And he's like, yo, fuck you, bitch. He was like, me and we can actually forgive each other. We forgive each other, and that's why we gonna be stronger than ever. And basically, Shanti just tells him, I can't wait to watch you fall. So.
Gives that little Tommy smirkish answer and just like walks away or like, you know, turns her back.
The downfall of Jenard is going to be something to document. It is going to be something in these next couple of episodes because he is public enemy number 1 on this show and by the fan base of Power as well. We go to next, Lieutenant Bobby, and we get Bill Singh is running a whole meeting with the feds, and they're talking about the case and looking and trying to take down Stacy's killer. Bobby says that, well, first someone suggests that the cartel did it, but Bill Singh is like, no, he doesn't think that the cartel did it, of course, because he works for the cartel. But Bobby DeFranco also agrees. He says this wasn't a cartel hit, and then he says that he wants to speak to Bill Singh alone. So this idiot Bobby tells Bill Singh about the phone and about Stacy being compromised with Tommy Egan. So this is exactly what Bill Singh wanted. Bill Singh convinced him it will be in confidence, but this is a win-win for Bill Singh for sure.
Absolutely. Once I seen the Bobby give him this, I'm like, oh my God, Bobby, you're an idiot. But you know, you're trying to be, you know, a good cop instead of a dirty cop. But whatever, you still shouldn't have given. You took evidence from, you know, from a crime scene, dummy. That's your first crime. 2, you give it to someone that you probably can't really even trust. But you think you're doing the right thing. You think that they're going to go nonstop to find that killer. I was just like, just put dummy across your forehead.
Very true. Very true. We get Vic, who is with his girl Ray, and they're making plans to leave town. When basically Vic and Ray find out that Stacy Marks got murdered. So now he's kind of scared that they're going to try to pin this murder on him. But he then, Ray says that she'll give him an alibi. So they have a nice touching moment, and then he gets called by the feds. Is Bobby and Bill Singh, and they want Vic to come in. He's like swearing up and down that he didn't kill Stacy, and they're like, we know. Most likely they know that Tommy did it, and they're telling him that he might be next. So he's trying to get his alibi together because he knows maybe they think he had something to do with it. But Ray says you're good. So he's basically, you know, they want him to come in, but you could tell that Vic is like, nah, I'm not trying to go in. But he does find out that Tommy got booted from the coalition. So he now realizes that Tommy doesn't have the same protection that he did previously, and that he can get the one up on Tommy now, or so he thinks.
So
it's still Vic. He's a fuck up. He's a dummy. He's crown snitch for a reason.
Like he don't even know that Jenard and them can't stand him. Well, Diamond.
Also, Ray was a little suspicious here, where she says she's willing to run off with him and she wants to write a book. What is her book going to be about? Is it going to be about the crime life of the Flynn family?
Because you know he probably done told her a whole bunch of stuff, so
that he shouldn't have.
But we already know that he's a dummy, so
he is a dummy. He is crown snitch and an idiot for a reason. So that's their whole situation. So we'll see what happens with Vic later on in the episode. Then we go to Raheem. He goes see Shanti, and he is trying to put the moves on Shanti. He heard that her and Jenard broke up, and he wants to basically make his pledge, show his allegiance to Shanti. So he gives her a big ass bag of money filled with money, says that he's been moving sneakers and other stuff on the side. So he's had this laid over, and he gives it to her as a show of his allegiance towards her. So basically, she tells him that she plans on working with Tommy. So he's not really feeling this at first. He's like, "Oh, you working with the white boy? Isn't that why we got into this whole situation?" And she's like, "No." She was like, "Now it's kind of a mutual partnership, and I can get my way to basically chase." So I still don't trust Shanti. I like Shanti. I appreciate the moves she's been doing, but I don't think that you can trust her. She does get some value. She does get some valuable information though that Tommy will use. That Kendra, the prison guard, doesn't want to move fentanyl in the prison, so they plan on trying to get Kendra and see if they can make a deal with her, and of course screw over your boy Diamond and Jenard. Now we see Tommy is out riding, and he sees law enforcement or around his spot, so he's like, "The fucker." He drives past his own spot, and then he gets a call that someone's in trouble. So I don't even know why Tommy is riding around with this blue Mustang. They've literally known that's your car for like 3 seasons now.
Yep. I'm surprised they didn't pick him up in the damn Mustang, to be honest.
I would just look for the blue Mustang, if anything. Like, what are we doing? I agree with Ace. Vic is absolutely a screw up and a snitch. Yes. Crown snitch for a reason. And Power Drive Finisher says, yeah, I think Miguel goes down. The way he sounds like a bitch from lack of respect.
Damn.
Not pulling any punches. So then Tommy, he goes see JP at his crib, and we see that the feds have already hit up JP's crib and tore it apart. When Tommy comes in, JP explains that he got handcuffs put on him and he had to wait around for an hour while they tore up the crib looking for drugs. Basically, Tommy explains that one of the feds got put down and now they're going to go hard on him. So JP asks him if he had anything to do with it, and he's like, don't worry about that. I love how he never said no. He said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Like they just came in and destroyed my house, even though the house wasn't really much to, like, you know, kind of pretty much destroyed it already. They didn't have no curtains. They got tape on the, you know, newspaper on the window. So really much, probably wasn't much to like destroy. But anywho, nevertheless, it's still his place. That's still where he lives at. So wrong.
So Tommy tells JP what went down with CBI and Diamond and Jenard, saying that basically he got into this big fight with him. And then when D-Mac comes, he basically has D-Mac explain that Jenard tried to get him killed, and Tommy basically fought Diamond because of that for him. And D-Mac tells Tommy that he never had anybody do anything like that for him, so he shows his loyalty to his uncle. JP is obviously pissed the fuck off because this is not the first time that Jenard has tried to get him killed. He's the one that, of course, shot D-Mac back in season 1. So he basically tried to screw him over again. And we could tell that JP is tired of all this shit. And he tells Tommy after D-Mac leaves, Tommy gives D-Mac the mission. He gives him some of the drugs that Che gave him, and he needs him to move that. And he tells him to get some help from his boy Marshall. And D-Mac goes on his way and says that he's going to be Tommy's number 2 now. And then when D-Mac leaves, JP explains, like, you know, he appreciates Tommy and what he did and his uncle being there for him. And he said, you said that you would have his back, and he appreciates him doing that. But he's his father and he should be doing that himself. So, but Tommy tells him, he's like, don't go after Jenard. You know, things are hard right now. He says he's already been shot by, you know, Jenard, and now Jenard was trying to set him up to die, and JP ain't having it. He says that's his son, and at the same time, we also know Tommy wants your boy D-Mac to step up and move a lot of this weight, so he doesn't want to have anything else at risk at this point. But you can see at the end, JP was kind of concerned about his son, and he doesn't know what he's going to do, but he's going to do something. So then we go over to Jenard, and he's meeting with the RDs, basically trying to make sure that they're sticking with the coalition and sticking with Diamond and Jenard now that Tommy is gone. We have a conversation with Grayskull, who has returned after his whole big fight with Jenard last season after Jenard had killed his boy. He believes that this will be a problem, but one of the other guys is saying, like, King Kilo is happy that they're in the coalition and they're making more money than ever, so they should just stick with them. So they're still a little pissed and still feeling some type of way towards Jenard about the whole thing with Little K last season. And then we learn from one of the guys that King Kilo is getting out. Jenard is all try to act all happy, say, "Oh, tell King Kilo I said what up," and they just leave his ass hanging.
Oh, the kid that wanted to be down with the cool kids, that was Jenard.
Yep, that's Jenard. Raheem was the one who kind of backed him up, saying that, oh, a leader learns from his mistakes, and that's what Jenard has done. And it's like, you be on that shit and stuff like that. But they leave out. They're still down with the coalition. But when they leave, Jenard is left behind with Raheem, and he just takes a big old snort of some cocaine. And I'm just like, oh my God, this fucking junkie ass Jenard. He on that shit again. Junkie Jenard.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, Junkie Jenard. You can't you and when you see him, you always gotta just say Junkie Jenard. You can't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. If you do it, you're doing a disservice to the character, because the character is doing great stuff.
Chris Lofton is killing this. This is an all-time. He has this season alone, he's established Jenard as one of the all-time great power villains. This is like this is on some Dre, some Lobo style. Like he's at that level with what he's done in this season.
Ooh. Shoot, with this episode, damn, like he's definitely at that style of gangster, kingpin type of thing, doing these like multiple kills of people, and like the way he's even moving about and doing things.
Absolutely agree. Then we go to D-Mac, who is goes to Marshall, who's playing the video game. He cuts off the video game. It was funny as hell because Marshall was like he was about to level up, and D-Mac said, "Look, you about to level up in real life. I got this wig that we need to move." Marshall thinks that it's for CBI, but then D-Mac tells him that nah, we running with Tommy. He was like, CBI tried to get me killed, and Marshall was like, nah, I'm sticking with CBI. They tried to get you killed, and I'm like, damn. This nigga again. Yep. This is the second time he's done that. He's just been like, fuck you.
Yep, kill. You gotta get rid of Marshall. Gotta go. Marshall has to go. If he don't go, then yeah, he's gonna be a problem. And you tell that nigga
I do get where he's coming from. Where he's had D-Mac's back. He gave him a place to stay and everything, and he basically says like he needs to start looking out for himself. He needs to stop always looking out for him, and starts looking out for himself. He needs to make this money and help his mom with this rent. But that's when things get very tense between them because the two get into a whole argument back and forth. Next thing you know, D-Mac says something about Marshall's mom and how she is struggling and how Marshall ain't really doing nothing about it. And then all of a sudden, Marshall's like, you know what? Well, you can get the hell up out of here. He's basically said, you just another mouth to feed. So it felt like he was already planning to do this because he had his shit all packed.
Yep.
So he throws the bag, he kicks him out, and with 2 episodes left, it looks like this friendship is not going to end well. It's not going to end well. I was really hoping for Marshall to be loyal and stick with D-Mac and Tommy, but I think that either Marshall is going to die at the hands of D-Mac or he's going to die at the hands of Jenard at this point.
One of the two is going to die. I would say D-Mac before the other one.
I think it's Jenard. I think Jenard's going to kill him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jenard's going to kill everybody that's important to D-Mac. That's what I feel like. Now we go to Jenard, who walks out of the warehouse that he had the meeting at. He's walking and he's stumbling and mumbling. And Raheem says, you need to stop being on that shit. And then we hear JP. He decides to pull up on your boy Jenard, and he let this nigga the fuck out clean. Y'all. This was funny as hell because he punched the shit out of him. Jenard's bleeding from the mouth, and all JP says you got. He was like, yeah, he was like, you fuck with the wrong faggot. I was like, whoa. I can't even say the full word because people get upset about that, but it rhymes with maggot.
Yes, it was just like. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know JP had it in him like that. I was like, oh, look at JP going over here running the mouth like this. I was like, oh, you calling yourself a faggot? He's like, oh yeah, you got whipped by a faggot, nigga. Like, yeah, hold that. And that nigga was on the floor of his son. Just like, what?
I was like gay Dwayne Johnson out here rocking Jenard.
Not gay Dwayne Johnson.
He do look like Dwayne Johnson.
Oh my god! But even the guy I was standing there looking at him, he was like, just looking like what the fuck? You didn't tell me you got beat up by a faggot, son. Like what? Like, go open my damn door, nigga.
He said you let that zesty nigga just rock your shit.
That's what he said. Zesty. That's what he said. Zesty. That's the better one. Yep, zesty.
Jenard's up here like, why you ain't do nothing? You just sat back and let him do that
nigga do. Yeah, nigga, let him do that. It didn't make no sense for two of us to get rocked. Like,
this nigga feels so embarrassed. Oh my god, yeah, you messed with the wrong thing. Oh, I was like, damn. All right, JP, I didn't know you had it like that. My man, JP.
And he said that with a hard F, like fact, like he said that stuff with his chest, like he was like hard R.
Mhm.
The T.
Hard R, yeah. With his chest. He said it with his whole chest. Oh man. I mean, yeah, I agree with DeMarcus here. JP, he should have finished the job. He should have finished the job. He shouldn't have made sure he's not going to come back.
Yep. Because he should have known that nigga was going to come back for him. And, look, like if you're going to commit to the whole thing fully, yeah.
Yep. This is what he was telling him. He was like, Tommy was like, no, let me handle it. But here we are. Asa and Jenard guard was down for sure. Because he was high as a motherfucker. That's his own fault. So he's lucky. Luckily, Raheem was the only one who saw it. So probably he ain't gonna go around the street telling everybody, but he definitely gonna tell Shanti about this shit. That's for sure. So then we see the whole game plan for Tommy and Diamond now is to see what crews are gonna join them in this whole split that they having. So Tommy goes and meets with Shanti, and Shanti, he basically is like, oh, so you and Jenard are done. So are you done with CBI? And she's like, she's weighing her options. So he's like, how about this for an option? And he shows her the drugs. And he was like, this is a mutual beneficial relationship. He was like, I got the drugs. You got the territory. It works out 50-50. He was like, we just need probably a couple of more crews to be on board, maybe like 2 or 3, because the Assyrians fucked them over. So Shanti's about this. We know when Shanti told him about how she does business. We go and see Shanti and Tommy. They go and see Pitar and the Albanians, trying to lock them in. And Tommy is so with his whole pitch to Pitar, because he's still like, man, you gave me these bars and I got all my people fucked up. So Shanti basically tells him how she moves and how she can provide some more protection for the places. And with that, and seeing a woman that is running things and doing stuff so well, basically Pitar agrees to work with them. So it was a good idea for Shanti to work with Tommy, and it was a good idea for Tommy to get Shanti on board, and this will definitely piss off your boy Diamond. And we know the family, then we go see Tommy and his family. They're at JP's house because D-Mac had called Tommy, who brought over Mireya to basically help JP because his fist is all fucked up from knocking Jenard out. So JP and D-Mac was like, D-Mac always know how to hype up a story. He was like, yo, he fucked up Jenard. Like, you can tell. He wasn't even hype. Yeah, he a hype.
Like you wasn't even there. You that hype that you didn't even see the fight, son? Nah.
Yep. But then Mireya lets it slip that she was like, when our kid gets into a problem, I'm gonna call Uncle JP, and she's like, wait, what? You're pregnant? And he was like, Tommy was like, he was waiting for like a family dinner of some type to let everybody know. But D-Mac and JP were very happy to hear that. Like, he was like, oh man, my brother is gonna be a father. And we then hear Tommy talking with D-Mac, and D-Mac hasn't moved a lot of the weight yet. He says that Marshall won't be helping him. Marshall's out. So then Mireya overhears this again and again says, you should work with Miguel. So then Tommy says he has to run. Yep. He has to run, and he has to make these moves with the drugs. So he tells Mireya that hopefully she asks her if she can get to work on her own, and she says yes. So Mireya is once again thinking like, how can I get my brother and my man to be working together? So like, she's just trying to bring them together.
It's like a brainstorming that's already happening. Like she was trying to get it done when she was talking to Tommy at the other time a few hours before, and the wheels are just turning in her head of how can I get these two to be on the same page and be in sync with each other, because they need each other. Both of them are both failing and they're not doing good, and they need each other's help. Look where we are.
and it will take something drastic for that to happen, and we'll see what that is up next here. First though, we see Bill Singh is at the office, the Fed office, and then Chan, the lawyer for the Marquez cartel, goes and sees him, and he's like, "Yo, did you hear the news?" Sang's like, "Did you hear the news? Stacey Marks is murder. I'm the interim AUSA." He was like, "I don't care about that. I care about the fact that your wife got home early." So he's about to make the call to get her clipped, and Sang basically talks to him and tells him that now that he's in this position, he will get Roberto Ortega out of jail. He's in a higher position. He's about to take Stacey's position, and he will basically expose her, and Ortega will be out of jail tomorrow. So your boy Ortega is going to be out in this next episode 9, and you all know he's about to call all types of problems for Tommy and Miguel. Then we basically have seeing how King Kilo is out. We go back to Diamond and Jenard at the barbershop. They're talking about how Jenard just got fucked up by JP, and Diamond's like, "How can I give you the number two position and you out here getting fucked up on these streets?"
Yep, by this zesty nigga.
And Jenard says, "Oh, only Raheem saw, and he's the lawyerist that he has." But then Kendra comes and sees him, and I don't even know why this woman decided to go see him. She's she out here just speaking all out of order. She out here making fun of Jenard for getting fucked up, saying that, "Oh, did Shanti do that?" And because of the whole prison system now being pretty much open with King Kilo being out, Kendra has basically sided with Tommy and your girl Shanti. This is how Diamond and Jenard find out that Shanti is actually working with Tommy now. And they are now going to have the prison stuff on lock. But she was so stupid going to Diamond and saying she ain't moving the fentanyl no more and she's working with Tommy. It's like, what the fuck did you expect running your mouth like that to this drunk ass nigga?
And you know he's gonna do some stupid, especially because he's not thinking straight because he's always damn high. So you telling him, giving him your hand, or like read it, like you go, like give him your hand, basically. You might as well just give him everything that comes along with it.
Kendra says, "Look, it's just business," and she tries walking up the stairs. Diamond pulls out his gun. First, he points it at Jenard, and then he points it up, and he shoots at the wall, killing Kendra, and then tells her, "Yeah, bitch, it's just business," and then shoots her again. So he is on demon time at this point. Like he did that.
Oh my god, I was just like,
he comes up with the stupidest plan though. He tells Jenard to go tell King Kilo that it was actually Tommy that lied and that it was D-Mac that killed his nephew. Like, nigga, this is like the third time you have changed the story.
Because you have really nothing to stand on, so you're just trying to save your asses in the meantime, and you keep digging yourself in another hole. And this is a big one at that. So you doing what you're doing gives her, gives them more of like a stance on like what's going to happen. But when they killed her, first of all, she was a dummy to go there by herself. Like, you were supposed to go there with a crew of people, but you didn't do that. And for him to even kill him, shoot up his own shit, drunk Diamond not doing anything anyway.
There's a couple of candidates for LVP, and Kendra is one of them. Fortunately for her though, there's someone who's worse. Ortega's hitter. Because next we go to
Did we not call him the worst hitman ever? Like, he should have been fired. First of all, you got some nerve to ask for more money, and you still ain't kill the fuckers. Like,
you still ain't kill nobody. You ain't even shoot nobody, let alone kill him. This nigga comes up here. He
definitely got to be LVP. Definitely.
He meets up with Mireya in the hospital parking lot, and he pulls a gun out on her, and he basically tells her to give him the keys to our car. And I'm like, nigga, why are you not shooting her? Like, you should just shoot her. You're here to take her out. Why are you doing all of this? Like, what is going on here? So Mireya basically acts like she's getting the keys out of her car. She tells him, like, I'm pregnant and stuff. And he's like, I know. He's like, I'm here to take care of you. And she pulls out her gun and she shoots him. She gets the shot on him first. How the fuck is you a hitter and this pregnant woman got a shot out on you first. So she gets the shot off. She runs. He starts shooting at her. He misses and hits the windows of a car. She gets in our car. This nigga takes forever to reload and shoot at her again. So she's able to run this motherfucker down, and she does the Tommy Egan on his ass. This is the same shit that Tommy did at the beginning of season 4 to the guy who was who fucking was given Julio a problem when Tommy wasn't around. He was like, he had to make an example of him, and he ran him down, ran over his leg a couple of times. But Mireya did one better. She ran over this nigga's chest like 3 times. I was like, God damn. That's when I messaged y'all in the chat, and I was like, Mireya really is Tommy's soulmate.
Yep, she's a real one. The fact that first of all, shame on Mireya for not killing him when you shot him. Like, you should have shot him like two more times, but I get it. You were trying to run away because you ain't want to have no type of smoke. I get it. But for you to get in your car and to them, like, you know what? Fuck that. Let me run this fucker over. Not once, but maybe like 2-3 times, just for good measure. You know what I'm saying? Once the car was going over him and his body went, and it went like the blood came out. I was like, he's cracked ribs, lungs, all of the above. He's dying right then and there. But then she was like, no, I'm gonna make sure you're dead, and you cannot come back. You can't come back for me. And go back and go. And then she just like sits there. I'm like, girl, bravo fucking vo. Like,
I know you being helpful, DeMarcus, telling us that the hitter's name is Domingo, but in the words of a great philosopher named Stephen A. Smith, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care what that nigga's name was. He don't deserve to have a name. He is Ortega's hitter who got killed by a pregnant woman.
In history, you're the worst hitman ever in history. I feel like ever. I don't know if there's any other bad ones before you, and you don't even matter. You know why? Because we're reviewing this show, and you are the worst.
They don't make them like pink sneakers no more. Quick hits here. We get the scene with Vic, who basically gets the drop on Tommy. He gets a gun to his head, and then Tommy lets him take his gun, which some people are speculating that is the same gun that kills Stacy. And what if Tommy basically just planted that gun on Vic, knowing that Vic was going to come after him because he never answered his text from his new cell phone. So he gets the drop on him. Instead of just killing Tommy, this nigga wants to brag. Oh, I got the drop on you. You're not safe anymore. If you're going to shoot him, just go ahead and do it. What the hell are you doing? He was going out real sad. He's another LVP candidate saying he's shooting at his feet, saying "Dance for me, dance for me." I was like, "What are you doing, you idiot?"
He could have been killed, that nigga, right then and there. No one was there. No one could see him. Like, you just a dummy. Like, why would you do that?
And Tommy was smart. He didn't do anything. The cops pull up on him because they had the bolo out on Vic, so they knew when something was gonna go down. And it's Lieutenant Bobby and his partner. They pop up. They caught Vic red-handed. They take him in and arrest him. They did not have anything on Tommy except for the old number. And Lieutenant Bobby tells Tommy that he knows that he did it and that basically he cannot wait to watch him get locked up. That is his way of getting his ultimate payback. But Tommy is just so smart and just so sarcastic. He was like, oh yeah, you know, Stacy told me the same thing.
Tommy ain't shit, yo. Tommy ain't shit.
So then he gets a call and it's Mireya. So he goes in, he goes directly to Mireya and he sees the whole crime scene. She basically needs help and needs to get checked out. So he's like, we need to go upstairs to the hospital. And she's like, I work here, Tommy. So then he says he's going to take her to a clinic, but he was like, your fingerprints are all over the car. This is a fucking crime scene. So Mireya tells him, call my brother. And Tommy's like, I have no one else to trust. So he goes with her plan and he calls Miguel. So we'll go back to them at the clinic. We didn't see JP and D-Mac. They're eating ice cream at the house. He sees the bag that D-Mac got with his stuff from Marshall. And he's like, I know Tommy don't have you moving all that weight. And D-Mac then asks his father if he can stay with him. And JP's like, this will always be your home. Of course you can stay with me. And they have a nice touching moment where they hug. And I'm like,
it's so sweet.
Power always lets you know when people have sweet moments, you know they're gonna die.
But they've been doing this from last week's episode. Remember I'm saying when he brought the girlfriend over for dinner. It was like we knew something we knew it was gonna happen. We just didn't know when it was going to happen to JP. Because we was like, nah, D-Mac is gonna be fine. It's JP that's going to get it. They can't keep having all these sweet moments. He had a sweet moment with Tommy. He had a sweet moment with his son several times. Like we just knew that this was one character that was like, you know what? He's not making it to the end. He's not gonna see the new little baby. It's sad.
Nope. Diamond goes to see Shanti. He has a conversation with her and basically tells her that Kendra is killed, so they don't have that whole prison on lock like they thought they did. And he wants her to continue working with CBI instead of working with Tommy. He tries to badmouth Tommy, saying that Tommy does his own thing and that you're just following orders and being a number two if you're working with Tommy. But Shanti is like, man, she's like, screw all that. She ain't working with them. And she tells him about Jenard and her plan, but tells only about the Jenard part of it. Said that Jenard was keeping them close, and she always is just snitching out Jenard and not letting everybody know that she is the one who put the battery in Jenard's back.
She was the manipulator of the whole damn thing. Like he was doing only what you told him to do. Like you didn't tell Tommy what you did. Now you're not telling Diamond. You just make it seem like Jenard is the only, like he's the bad guy of this whole thing. He technically is, but he was told and provoked by you.
Yeah. So she basically puts the seed of doubt that he can't trust his brother, and that's the person that he really can't trust more than anything. And Shanti's real smart because she's telling everybody stories and pointing everybody against each other, but nobody's pointing it at her. She's the one who's the mastermind, who's playing chess with everybody. Everybody's the pawn to her.
She's definitely playing chess.
Yeah, she is. Then we have a nice little moment at the clinic where we find out that Mireya is all right and the baby is all right. Miguel comes and lets them know that he cleaned up the crime scene and that everything is good with them. He also lets them know that was Ortega's hitter and that Ortega's coming after them. And Mireya once again says, like, you guys have a common enemy, and that common enemy is the Marquez cartel. And it seems like finally, after time and time again, her telling them, they finally are listening and they realize that they need to work together.
Yep.
So then we go to Junkie Jenard. He goes see your boy King Kilo, who is
this other scene right here was just like, I was like, oh my god, like
King Kilo, another LVP candidate. King Kilo just gets out and he's having a party at the beach, and Jenard goes and tells him that Tommy and D-Mac were been playing him, and that D-Mac is Tommy's nephew, and that D-Mac was the one who took out Mad Dog. And how many fucking times are you gonna change this story? And King Kilo's on that shit as well, and he's like, we about to take you out for all this shit. And Jenard's lucky that he always knows what to say to avoid getting killed and getting clapped. He basically tells them that he can take them to D-Mac and they can take care of them right now. So they come up with them, and he's lucky that they are dumbasses, it seems like.
Like I don't even know why I would think they even listen to Junkie Jenard, but hey, whatever. They're clouded over by like you said, this is another candidate for like LVP for both Kilo and the damn cousin or friend, whoever the fuck he was, because they were just idiots at this point and just gonna go follow Junkie Jenard. Continue.
Final couple of scenes. We get Miguel, Mireya, and Tommy. They go to Shanti's gym and they have a meeting, basically telling about everything that's going down, and that he still hasn't got the money for El Che, and that El Che is going to come after them. And Tommy's like, why don't Miguel, you pay me back for the money I gave you? And they start arguing with one another because they still not on the same page quite yet. Shanti is the one who's the mastermind yet again. She pulls out the money that Raheem gave her and says that we got it. She was like, the only thing that I want in return is I want to be the one who hands it to El Che. And I'm like,
oh, here we go.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, nigga. But Tommy has to agree because he has no other choice.
Yeah.
But to go with it. So he says yes. Then we see Junkie Jenard, King Kilo, and his boy. They show up at JP's house and they're looking for D-Mac, and they basically are gonna hold JP hostage here as they look for D-Mac in the house or have to put him at gunpoint. They had shot all the Albanians outside, and Jenard's like, these punk ass Albanians was easy to get through. Tommy should have got you some better protection. So they basically kidnap JP here, and then we go to Tommy. He's meeting up with Miguel and Shanti, and Miguel's like, we need to protect Mireya, protect the baby, protect our family, and we need to get revenge on the Marquez cartel. And Shanti's like, is El Che's gonna have a problem with that? And there's like, we don't give a fuck what El Che says. Like, he went after Mireya, so now it's on with them now. And I'm like, Shanti's gonna use that against y'all. This is y'all war. This is not her war. So she's gonna use that against y'all most likely. Then Tommy, he gets the call from King Kilo. We see King Kilo and Jojo, his boy, and Jenard have basically JP tied up to a chair, and they're basically beating the crap out of him and holding him up. They take his phone and they're looking for D-Mac in his phone, but he is his father. Why would you think his father would have him under his street name? None of y'all took the time to find out this. Jenard, he's been working for CBI before this show started. You didn't take the time to find out what his real name was?
No. Why would you? That's too smart of a person. That's too smart. He's a junkie. He's an idiot. Why would you find out what one of your workmen, your street soldiers' real name is?
Junkie Jenard. So Junkie Jenard tells him, look under those D names, and we see Darnell Gibbs in the phone, but they don't realize that. So what King Kilo decides to do, he decides to basically call Tommy. So they call Tommy, and they basically are saying they want D-Mac, and he hears JP in the background saying they want D-Mac. Don't tell him nothing. And they start beating the crap out of him, and he's like, if you do anything to my brother, I swear. And then JP is smart. JP went out like a gangster because he was so smart, where he's like, Jenard, you ain't shit. He was like, you mad because I fucked you up? He was like, why don't you do it yourself? And all Tommy hears is the pop, pop, pop. 2 shots to the chest, 1 to the head, like Rock Toad Kanan, and JP is up out of here, just like that. And we go back to Tommy, and he just drops to his knees. He's basically screaming and crying inaudibly. You see Miguel, even he looks concerned on what happened because he knows the importance of family. Even Shanti's like, God damn, this is something else. So the screen goes black, and I'm thinking they're gonna go right to the ending there, but then it comes back. We get back and we see JP is dead. It gets all blurry. It kind of seemed like he didn't do it, but he actually did. But then King Kilo's like, what the fuck? It was like, all right, now we gonna go get D-Mac now, says Jenard. But King Kilo's like, nah, fuck all of that. Look, I will handle D-Mac. I'm out of this whole coalition because you and Diamond, y'all been playing games, and he ain't trusting them at all. So he tries to walk off. Jojo fucking tries to throw some shade. Starts Jenard, says, "Man, you ain't say you got beat up." And Junkie Jenard just goes off. This nigga shoots Kilo in the back. Then he turns around, pop, pop, pop to Jojo, kicks him out. He's dead. And then he goes back to King Kilo, shoots him in the head. I was like, God damn. The first time I'm watching this, I was like, holy shit. What the fuck did he just do? Junkie Jenard took out Tommy's brother JP, took out King Kilo and Jojo. So he's going to have Terminator Tommy coming after his dumbass. He's going to have the RDs coming after his dumbass because some of those RDs are already people that were with him in treason that he fucked over when he killed Little K. So they already wanted to fuck him up and kill him already. So now they got an additional reason to do that. Holy shit. What did you think about this ending?
The ending I was like this like the whole time. Once he killed JP, I was like, but then the next part, and you see him kill King Kilo, and I was like, Jenard, this might have been the smartest, dumbest shit you've done since the fucking show started. But now, you had no choice. You really had to get rid of both those guys because it was not going to be beneficial for you nor Diamond. But I was just stunned at this ending. I was like, wow, whoever wrote this episode, bra fucking bow. Because wow. The like you said, the drama of it all from beginning to the end, it was just so good. Like Jenard just, I don't even know like what to fucking say about Jenard at this point. That's like the smartest, dumbest person in this series.
The smartest, dumbest person. That is the accurate description of Jenard, and that's the reason why my headline says Jenard is because that's what JoJo was calling JoJo, the number 2 guy for King Kilo. When he comes and sees him at the beach, he's like, "What you doing here, Jenard?" It's like his name is Jenard, not Jenard. J space Nard. That's what he was saying.
All you have to do is put a space next time. Put a J. You got to put a J and then a space in Nard. Yep.
Jenard. Oh my god. What an episode. What an ending to the episode.
Yeah. I mean, whew. Like now you have Terminator Tommy. Tommy don't like when people,
because this is the second brother that he's lost, and that he had to basically for Ghost. He saw him get shot and held them in his body, but this one he had to listen to it and couldn't do anything. It's even
worse, yeah, because he was like, I see it, and he was like on the phone. He's like, "So help me God, Jenard, I will kill you, and if D-Mac don't find him first."
No,
so you have to watch
This kind of showed me with the moves that he made here that Jenard he is capable of killing his brother. Everything is cool right now with his brother, but he will easily turn on his brother just as easily as he killed 3 people in one fell swoop.
That's very true. That is true. That's true.
We're going to see what happens in the final 2 episodes of the series, but we got to cap off this episode here. So let us know in the live chat, what was your moment of the episode? Who was your MVP, your LVP, whether you gave this episode a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle, and out of 10, what did you give Power Book 4 for Season 3, Episode 8, Build Back Better, for me and Miss Krssi Love for Episode 8, Build Back Better, in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up across the board from all of us. Krssi Love, out of 10, what did you give this episode?
Damn, 9.75, 9. I want to say 10 actually.
I'm going 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
10 out of 10 episode, man. 10 out of 10 episode, man. This shit had me on the edge of my seat, and then by the end, my jaw was on the floor.
Yep. Because I was just like this. The last 10 was like 5-10 minutes. I was like this. My husband was tapping me. I was just like, I was like, what the fuck did we just watch? Like that ending. Yes, 10 out of 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Yeah.
10 out of 10 episode. Who was your MVP for the episode?
Oh, there's so many. Ugh. But I'm going to give it to Mireya.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mireya. I would go with Jenard because of the ending, but I do remember that he got fucked up by the zesty nigga. If he ain't get fucked up by the zesty nigga, he did redeem himself by the end, but he got fucked up by the zesty nigga, and he's on drugs. So he's Junkie Jenard. So.
Junkie Jenard. No, yeah. He gets he definitely gets it.
Like the moment of the episode is the hardest because there's so many great moments.
Oh my God,
Power Driver finisher saying you mess with the wrong and then you got that moment. You got Mireya killing the hitter.
Yeah,
you got Tommy and Miguel getting together, and then you got that ending. I'm gonna have to go with the ending. The ending is like a jaw dropper because I did expect JP to die in this episode, but the way it happened, and then him getting 2 more bodies on top of that right after, in like the war that's about to happen. It's about to be like a 6-way war because the RDs are going to be against CBI. Tommy, Shanti, and Miguel's new coalition going to be against the CBI coalition. He's got the feds coming after him because of what happened with Stacey Marks. He's still got the Marquez cartel, and now Ortega's going to get out of jail. Like, there's so many storylines that are interconnected. Everything's going on. Like, this is the best season of Power since the OG series for me. Best.
Yeah.
What's your moment of the episode?
Like you said, there's so many. When he said you rest with the wrong faggot, when Mireya killed the guy in her car, Miguel and Tommy getting together. There's so many, and then then they have the ending. The ending, yeah, I think the ending has to be the best part of the moment of the episode. But there's so many.
So many here. LVP, there's a bunch of candidates here. Ortega's hitter, Kendra,
Vic,
King Kilo, Vic, Jojo. I'm gonna go with the hitter though. The hitter got killed.
Oh yes. The hitter that can't kill nobody. That should have been fired 3 episodes ago. Yeah, that nigga. I don't even know his name, but he needed to die. Yeah, he needed to die.
He was due an LVP. He should have got it last week for that horrible hit that he tried to do on Miguel, but he deserves it this week. He deserves it. He died.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they also got Madam Wu and the whole fentanyl crew. They can let them know that DMAC robbed them because they've been trying to figure out who robbed them, so they can get that involved in the mix as well. Like, there's so many things that is going on. This El Che, what if El Che finds out about everything Tommy and Miguel want to do from Shanti? Shanti could possibly turn on everybody here at the drop of the dime. I really feel like episode 9, Miguel might die and Shanti turns on Tommy, thus sets up Tommy to make the call by the end of the episode. The call to Tariq.
Oh God. Damn, because you're like, what's gonna happen in these next episodes? Those are things that definitely can happen. But yeah, Shanti's definitely gonna turn on people. But I feel like, someone is gonna come help save Tommy that we don't suspect.
Gonna be Tariq St. Patrick. Or another St. Patrick, because if you check IMDb, yes, this is correct what DeMarcus is saying. James St. Patrick and a new character named Kiana is supposed to be in episode 10 of Force. Omari Hardwick is listed on the cast for episode 10 of Force. 0 to 100. What is your percentage that you think we see Ghost in episode 10? 0 to 100.
I think it'd probably be like a hallucination or like a dream or whatever. Same shit, I guess, right? Yeah, I think he's gonna be in it. Like, I give it a 9. No, I mean 90%. Is that what you said? Percentage wise, 90. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 shot because IMDb has gotten it wrong in the past, or listed stuff that got scrapped or stuff like that. So I'm going to say that it's 50-50 if we get a ghost in any which way. And I think, yeah, if we do get ghost, it's going to be an hallucination or a dream.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Miss Krssi Love, we made it to the end of another Power Book 4 Season 3 review. We only got 2 more episodes to go, but appreciate you for joining us live. Appreciate y'all if you're watching us on demand. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode. Who was your MVP, your LVP, your moment of the episode? What did you give the episode? And out of 10, Miss Krssi Love, let the people know where they can follow you on social media when they'll see you again.
Thanks, guys. You will see me back on our other channel on Saturday for our flagship show, True Hill Heat. But you can follow me, Krssi Love _1, True Hill Krssi Love, and then that's my plain old name. So yeah, thanks. See you next week for our next review.
Indeed. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. Go over to the True Hill Heat Wrestling YouTube channel. We got a bunch of year-end content that is dropping over there. I think up right now we have our WWE roster 2025 tier list that premiered earlier this afternoon. So you can check it out. I think it's still going on over on the other channel. And then later today at 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time, we are dropping our top 10 best women's wrestlers of 2025. Me and Krssi Love listing the 10 best wrestlers as voted on by our team and our friends of the channel. So go over and check that out. I will be live tomorrow on True Hill Heat Wrestling YouTube channel with Jimmy Macaram, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, with AE Ramble reviewing tonight's final episode of 2025 for AEW Dynamite. So join us live for that. Me and Krssi Love will be back with you next week to review episode 9 of Power Book 4 Force. And I believe probably sometime this weekend, I'll be dropping our Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 3 review, breaking down the final episode of Stranger Things. If you haven't already, check out our Volume 1 and 2 review for Season 5 of Stranger Things that's up right now. And check out all the rest of our Power Book 4 Force reviews that is up as well. For Miss Krssi Love, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been our Power Book 4 Force, Season 3, Episode 8, Build Back Better review. Happy New Year to everyone
Happy
watching,
New
and
Year.
hope you have a blessed 2026. And we are out. Until next time.
See you next year.